Alright, hey guys, so it's, Fitz here, Twitch.tv, we're just gonna be setting up the, awesome, stream right now, and Twitch stream, iCup TV _ Brood War, and let's just, talk about it. So, we started yesterday going into the series between Dualt and, I want to say, Ace, I think, let's just go quickly look back at that. I'm trying to remember the overlay. No, for, Skyline versus versus Duo. So it's 1-1. It's 1-on-1 right now. So keep that in mind. So we're just gonna go jump into this right now, and let's have some fun with it. Now let's figure out what the map is gonna be called here. We're just gonna make some jib jab numbers. We're gonna have to go up. iCup. Up one level. iCup. Nope. Oh, you know why I'm not in reps? That's why. Ow. Week 4. No, week 5. Week 5. Sorry, week 5. No. There's an A. So the next map will be on Destination, peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite map. So let's just go look at this map real quick. Now, Destination Brood War. Like the map. Ah. Got something stuck in my mouth. I just had some buffalo chicken and some other stuff. Now where's the browser for? There we go. Alright, so this is the map. Destination, very known to be very cheesy. Was back in 09. You can see a lot of games have been played on it. Not as recent yeah, I don't think there's actually a recent game on it. So pretty much you can spawn here at the 5 or at the 11 o'clock, which, and you're on the high ground. You have a pretty big main, so you can do whatever you want. Your natural is pretty interesting. You have a double ramp here, which makes it very difficult to actually do aggression, you know, in the mid and late stages. This is probably why it's known for cheese, just because, you know, once you have the natural, it's kind of hard to lose, just because, like, once you set up defense here, like, there's really no way to engage this. So you can do meter harass on this thing, which is very effective. You can do Reaver drops, and Lurker drops are also very known. And there is a backdoor that has been utilized once or twice in a couple games, but it's not utilized as often. Also, as a side note, I don't think it will happen, but what I've done is you can put down like 4 or 5 barracks right over here, and you could just proxy that out and see if that can lift them up there. You can even put, there's actually a hole right here where you could do a BBS, where they actually can't scout it, where if you just send a scouting drone or whatever out, they won't see the 2 barracks behind the spinner line, just pointing that out right there. So, and yeah, so without further ado, shall we get in this game real quick, guys? I am ready, though. I got 1 water bottle, I got a second one, I got a 3rd one, and I even got a 4th one that is, yes, I got a 4th one that just fell, but the fact of the matter is I have a lot of water, which means I can cast for about 2 hours, or about an hour. I'm not really going to cast for that long tonight, but without further ado, let's get in this game. Now, okay, so it's going to be Sass's Skyline versus Dualt. It is 1v1, 1-on-1 in this series, guys. Whoever wins this series number 3 will actually win the, which will give the favorite to the other team right here. Spawning in the top left, it will be Sass's Skyline right here. Now, do we even have? I feel like we need the music play. You know why? It's because my settings are really low for me. Oh, am I on drugs? No, I'm not. But I'm gonna slash D&D because I do not like this, because I am cool like that. So spawning in the top left, it will be the Sass's Skyline right here. Spawning in the bottom right, it will be the Teal Protoss Dualt, or the Repression Front Pro Gaming Team's Dualt. Now let's go change these colors real quick, because that's what we do. And I guess a lot of people actually do think I'm on drugs, because I am very hyperactive. I am very loud, and I guess that is the reason why some people think I'm on drugs. And so will we see cheese? I mean, I don't really know what many of these other players. I mean, Skyline really hasn't shown any kind of incentive to do any kind of cheese right now. And so I don't think this map's going to change that. Oh, actually, I take that back. Dualt's going to be putting a proxy gateway down. proxy pilot, probably proxy gateway counter. And keep in mind, the when you send these out, when you send the scouting SCV out, it will actually go down this ramp, I believe. So it actually does not even scout this. So you actually have to manually go click over there to actually go figure out when that's coming out. But we'll see. We shall see if this is going to be epic or what have you. But yeah. And is he going to be trying to put any kind of other proxy shenanigans in the main base here? I mean, he does have one gateway. What is he going to follow it up with? It looks like another pylon in the main base here. Maybe even just eventually just put down a proxy 1 gate, which would be pretty interesting. Terran's looking for any kind of proxies, which this would be the map to do it. And he's even trying to mine out the mineral patch here. Very, very nice thing if you're going to be a little, you know, if you can't... One thing to do on this map, if you really can't... oh, does he scout it? He may have just scouted that. I'm not quite sure if it's within range of the SCV. Let's actually check. Nope. Yep, he just did scout it right there. So he does know this is coming, guys. So we'll see how this is going to play out. Now, supply depot is going down. So we'll see how he's going to react to this. Now, keep in mind, a lot of Terrans nowadays are putting... You know, these two buildings right next to each other, leaving the Marine to be able to get, like, sandwiched between two buildings here, which is probably what he might be doing here. Zeld is going to be attacking that SCV over here with a probe over here. Is he going to continue to produce out of Zeld's here? It looks like he's not. It looks like he's going to even follow this up with gas, so probably Cybercore is going to be coming in fairly shortly. His macro is slightly slipping, might even follow this up with an expand here. Zeld's going to be doing some damage, poking a little bit here. Now, how is the Marine going to deal with this? And getting in that factory tank. So really, this 1 gate pressure is really not going to be doing too much right now. And I really don't see... It's. I mean, you may kill off this SCV here. Just going to delay it. No, not even. We're going to be seeing very, very nice control coming out Skyline right here. Going to be... Oh, actually got to cancel it, actually. I'm not sure if that was a misclick or what have you. But, oh, GG. Really, Well, apparently... I guess it did work. I thought he was going to be okay, but I guess, continued production of that. So, I guess the production concludes this series. I thought we were actually going to see more of a macro game as the last 2 games have been like that. But, what have you, that is StarCraft for you guys. It can be quick or short, but, yeah, so I think, actually, what might have been the error within that game would have been that, you know, a lot of Terrans are putting their supply depot right next to their barracks, right next to the command center, because what this does, what it allows us to do, is the Marine can squeeze in there where the Zealot can't get in there enough to start stabbing away at the Marine. So pretty much the Zealots can't do anything. So I'm surprised we didn't see that by Skyline, and maybe not showing top line play in that game. But in that map, it would make actually more logical sense to do that as a Terran against Protoss, because this map is known for cheese in a reason. I mean, we even saw it, though. I mean, both these players were macro-style players in the last 2 games. And yet, we saw a proxy 1 gate coming out of Dual here. So, the Revolution 5 Pro Gaming team actually does have the edge right now. So, they do have 2 points to 1 point comparing 2 stats right now. So, they are doing fairly effective right now. So, keeping that in mind, Reps is playing it pretty well. Their 1v1's a little shaky, their lineup, I think. Isn't as strong as their 2v2 lineup. I mean, what did we saw? I don't even remember what their players were. But they were, like, top-of-the-line 2v2 players in the Reps Profession Pro Gaming team that we see here. But, you know, without the fact of the matter, why don't we just go into game number 2, guys, or series number 4 between... which I gotta find out what their names are. It will be Zaraki, Sasa Zaraki versus the Reps Profession Pro Gaming Games Largo. Names that I've heard before, but we'll see how this is going to go out. So the first map is going to be on Aztec, so let's go look up this awesome map of Aztec proportions, if that made any kind of sense. But we'll just go on and check out Aztec, because that's the cool map of Brood War. It's a tri-spawn map. It's like what I call it. I'm not really sure, or a 3-spawn map, whatever you guys want to call it. But let's just check out the map real quick. So we're on Team Liquid. The greatest place to find any kind of StarCraft-related materials, including Brood War. A lot of games have been played on this. 2011, fairly more recent map. 2011 of what it looks like right here, with at least league games have been played on it. So early as 2010 have been utilized. So you can spawn at the 5, 8, or 12 o'clock positions here. Now, what oftentimes plays out here is that it is a reverse ramp map. So oftentimes you take that expand because you don't want to get walled in. Your third could be taken down here. It's way, way open. Zerg can sometimes take. I don't know the actually what matchup this is, but Zerg can set up a pretty good SimCity if they invest enough minerals and stuff. Where it's gonna be very, very hard for Terran or Protoss to really break through because you just Dark Swarm this area. One Dark Swarm pretty much covers that entire base. You could take a third here, a little safer. It's a little far out, but you can still take it. Put your main army around here, which could block up both ramps, and have a gases third. You could take it up here, though. A lot of time players will expand up, even regardless of spawn location sometimes. You know, spawn locations, even if we see these two spawns right here, some players will still continue to expand up there, even though harass is very likely coming from the main base as well. So, anyway, we would be seeing that, and otherwise, I mean, not too much. And then otherwise, the map is pretty long if you rush this one from this way as well. And otherwise, not too much to really say much about that. But why don't we get in this rep, because that's what we are cool with, and we're gonna be doing. Actually, I gotta remember the players' names. I really don't remember their names. But what have you, because that's what we do here. So spawning in at the bottom right-hand expansion, it'll be the rep special for pro gaming teams Largo, and spawning at the 12 o'clock position, it'll be Sass Zerakai. So yeah, so it will be a TVZ iconic matchup. We gotta go change the overlay, as I don't have a co-cast to go continue to talk, so I somehow have to talk about some random shit or whatever to really talk about in the meantime. So, whoever the one viewer is, I say hi, because that's what cool we are. That's what TV is. We do live videos, and sometimes we don't really get that many viewers. But what have you? And this is gonna be Reps Largo in the bottom here, because Largo is a cool name. Largo. You'll be orange. My dog's barking. I do apologize if you can hear that. And spawning at the 12, it will be the skin color Zerakai. Or Zerakai, or Zara. Yeah, I think that's the only way you could pronounce it, Zerakai or whatever, but. Interesting enough. Okay, so we do have very, very long rush distances here, so I believe. Well, I mean, we're probably going to see, you know, economic builds coming out of both players here, and so. Not knowing the playstyles of either player here, I'm trying to get a co-caster in here to give me more information on these players here. But Zerakai, I believe I've casted him at least once or twice before, but really nothing that different. You know, a lot of times, you know, you kind of have to, with Clan League, with just a lot of players coming down right now, it's just, sometimes it's very hard to memorize each player's playstyle right here. I mean, of course, you know, players like in the ISL, you know, you'll see continuous production, continuous people of that, and that'll definitely help giving out that ads. I'm more of a generalization caster. Don't really know specifics except for a Walk Blue, as he is my favorite person. I hope I get to see some more games from him. But yeah. But it looks like the drone will be scouting the right location first, as Largo's scouting pattern is going to be a little off. Going to be seeing that the 12 hatch is going to be going on. So, I mean, nothing that's really super concerning, because, I mean, both players are probably going to assume standard play, as it is Aztec, are pretty, I mean, you can do cheese, but it's just not notorious like Destination, perhaps, is for that kind of cheese going on down there. But. And he will be scouting that. We're seeing a 1 racks, and without no gas, that normally identifies any some kind of expand. And if that expand doesn't come down, that normally means it comes some kind of proxy coming out of the Terran. And the proxy would probably be hitting about a minute or two from now, anyway. But now that hatchery is about to finish. Now I'll be interested if we're going to see a lurker, you know, faster, because if you look at this, if you know, there's certain things on the map, on the huge overlay of the whole map I couldn't lay out here. For one, you could drop lurkers on here, which you can, you know, attack the refinery. I believe 1 or 2 mineral patches here. You can borrow them up here, and they can attack here. Just make it really, really annoying to deal with for Terran, or Zerg, or for Terran. Excuse me. Now, or you can also, Terran can do the same thing by sieging up here, and just a douche move to put it up there. But the other thing is, lurker, I feel like would probably be more easier to go, because, I mean, you have to push up this ramp or push up this ramp. So, I mean, they have to force out definitely more siege tanks this map. I mean, it's going to be this map especially is going to be very hard to go SK style Terran, just because, you know, Bio is going to be so hard to push up those ramps. I mean, you really need to have 1 or 2 siege tanks going up right here. And there we go, there's the refinery going down. Seems like standard timing right now. And, I mean, really not going to be able to do too much with these. A couple links just scouting, a couple of scouting links over there. And, you know, let's see here. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I mean, we're probably, I predict, I could be wrong, but we're going to probably be seeing Biomech coming out of Largo here, just because of the position of the map here, and I really wouldn't see otherwise. I mean, also, I mean, if you saw the PVZ we had, or PVT, we saw, what was his name? No, yeah, it was, Skyline, who he just put, like, so many so much stuff in the center of the map here, that he ultimately, I mean, made it very, very difficult to break through. I mean, you can space out tanks here. I mean, I'm not going to say you can go mech. I mean, mech is an option in TVZ, but, I mean, most of the time you don't normally go that style, as it is susceptible to Dark Swarm, but, yeah. And then you get up enough Hydra to just deal with the Spider Mines. It's not the greatest composition. And then, if you get, you know, Goliath, which is the only anti-air for mech, I mean, they only do half their damage to Meatless, so they really aren't really being they're not really being used to their full potential. So they would be really good against like capital ships, like, you know, Devourers or Guardians. But I mean, when they're in the Muta stage, it's gonna be that. But actually, we're gonna be seeing 3-hash Muta actually coming out of Zaraka here. Now, again, I mean, I might not agree with this, but hey, he can go with it for whatever. I mean, I'm just a caster sitting in my little casting chair because I'm awesome. Here I am, guys, because I'm awesome. Because I'm awesome, but I'm still casting because I'm awesome. But, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, it really comes down to what the player wants. I mean, we're going to be seeing Zerg taking the base down here, possibly. No. I don't know what he's wanting to do with this probe here. It looks like we're having a timing push coming out of Largo here. Is he getting stim? He will be getting stim. He does not have an eBay. eBay is going to be coming up, but he's not going to be doing a +1 timing push here. Now, these lanes, if they can get us around on reinforcements, that's going to be a nice little victory for Zaraki right here. Got to be just going on the back. He's going to be sitting back the Marines, and also, at the same time, not only can Zaraki is playing this very, very well, potentially killing off any reinforcements, and, you know, keeping these Marines back, giving them enough time to get up these 3 seconds at his front door. 3 seconds tends to be the magic number against this timing push around 6 minutes in the game with stim. Now, you could even put down another one if you'd like to, but he probably should get a couple lings in here just in case, though. But, oh, he's going to get a ling run by, and that's going to be absolutely huge. Going to be able to kill off a lot of the Marines here, and this push is suddenly going to have to retreat right back home. Now, giving Zaraki the freedom to take and expand if he decides to. And there's still 2 lings here. Now, they may not be Suzuki lings, but they're still going to wreak havoc. I mean, for the time being. Oh, it's actually going to die. It will get picked off, though. But, you know, again, I mean, that ling run by may be, well, that did pay off in the long run, because now we're going to be seeing a sneaky expand coming out of the Rocky here, and just going to be ultimately doing a very, very good job. And giving him enough time to get the Mutalisks out. I mean, keep in mind, I forgot about the Spire coming down. But, yeah, that's getting him enough time to get Mutalisks here, and one of the bad things about this, though, in my opinion, though, is that now that this timing push is now all of a sudden back, those Marines are now, instead of having them all die, or a substantial amount of them die, they're actually back at the home base here. So Mutalisks actually may not be that effective here, but nice reaction timing coming out of Largo here. Knows to get the missile turrets in time. And you're just getting a +1 armor right now, because Mutalisks do a pretty good amount of damage right here. No upgrades coming out of the Spire right now, so it doesn't look like super commitment to the Mutalisks here, but there's so many turrets right here, but not good. It looks like there might not be enough turrets here to deal with it, though. We'll be scanning on the high ground, sending a Marine coming over there, but I mean, Mutalisks is very good. Mutalisks has really good harass capabilities on this map. There is only 1 turret right here. Gonna be exploiting these 2 mineral patches. So in its own right, Mutalisks can do the same thing for harass as what Lurker Drops can do here, as he can kill off these 2 mineral patches here, and taking a lot of Mutalisks harass right there as well. And we'll have to retreat here. The third is going to be coming up at the 9 o'clock position right here. And Largo's get to take another expand here. Probably not the best time to do it, as Mutalisks will probably just snipe up any kind of command center. So he's probably going to try to expand behind aggression right here. Now, will the Mutalisks have to come back and help out, or they're going to have to go? There's only 3 in there, I believe. Going to be killing off reinforcement Marines right there. Nice picking up that 1 Marine right there. Now, 1 additional tech. We're going to be seeing a Lurker tech just finishing right now, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a pretty fast lair. Probably gonna have to get these lurkers up, yeah, instantaneously looking these, morphing these lurkers here, and this is gonna have to push this bio army back here. And still going, okay, there, I was gonna say if he's going SK Telecom style, it's gonna be very difficult. Because lurkers on this ramp are dead. 3 lurkers up here, what can you do? Dead, dead, dead bio. Now, Needles are going to continue to kill off reinforcements here, which is what it should be doing with the Needles right here. They're not going to be able to do too much in the main base as there's just too many turrets. And this is what a lot of high-level players know what to do. You know, what, oh, we're going to have a lot of LinkedIn lurkers be borrowing. Oh, look at that guy, he's going down! Oh! Oh, that was really loud, but oh, look at the carnage going down right there. Absolutely crazy. But like I was saying, though, what differences does a lower league player and a higher league player have? And I think a deciding factor would be is the control of their units. You know, the mutalisks right now aren't going to do too much. What can he do? He can kill off reinforcements. He's not utilizing them right now, but he was using them before. One Marine's going down, and it looks like this bio push coming out of Largo. We'll have to wait for any kind of siege tanks if we come out. It does have a dropship, though. Largo's going to look like going to be doing some kind of drop play coming up right now pretty soon. Will be effective. The main base is very prone to drop play. This third base is very prone to drop play. And the natural's not dropped. Well, I mean, actually, the natural could be dropped up here, even on the high ground if you want to. But where is that dropship going? Looks like to the main base, potentially. But I'll try to keep an eye on that drop right now. We're up to 5 barracks, 4 Largo right now. And I believe he has U-238 shells done. Siege tech is done. And getting science vessels. Does he have a radiate ready and operational? He may or may not have that. And where did that dropship go? Where did that dropship go? He's going to be unloading. Mules have found it. And he's going to be scanning. He doesn't see anything, but lurkers are already in position to do it. One lurker might fall down. He does not. And the Marines are going to have to pick up. He needs to load up these Marines, or he's just going to let them all die. Not very good control coming out of Largo right there. Oh, actually killing off the 3 Mules there. Just trying to kill off the dropship right there. And, oh, a Marine just died. Oh, but reinforcement of the bio army is going to be coming up here. But lurkers all on this area is just going to be too difficult to deal with, I think. And the siege tank is available. The science vessel is going to be making its way over there. Looks like the radiate will probably be done, or he just forgot the upgrade in general. As I just really don't see how it's going to really be doing too much. But he's getting actually Scourge up to deal with the with those science vessels. A lot of things going to be coming out here. The tank's exposed. It's going to go down, and that's actually going to be really got to stop the push coming out of Largo here. He needs those siege tanks. He's going to be giving up another one, but he really should have had 2 tanks here. And I think he has more than enough lurkers just to push up right there, even with one siege tank, with one siege tank there. I think there's more than enough lurkers to do that. Oh, and here we go. Not really doing too much. He did stand right here. Look at the carnage going down. Look at what bio is falling apart, and not much lurker blood is really falling apart right now. Oh, nice defense is going to the Marine. Going to be sitting over there, trying to do as much damage, and somehow Largo's going to be breaking through this lurker line very effectively. The tank has gone down for the time being here, and both armies have been traded though. But I believe for sure that Zaraka is going to be able to outproduce what Largo can do. I think I'm speaking a little too loud for my house, but I do apologize for that. Whew. Now what do we see here? We see Nidus Canal coming up. Oh, Scourge just did connect though, and he cannot let those Scourge connect, and the Radiate's just completing them. So those didn't actually really, those science were only there for the pure purpose of detection right here. Looks like another push with a tank, maybe going for the drop, maybe going to be harassing up here. This probably would be the logical reason. Nope. Dropship's going to be going back home, I guess. And I hear a drone. No, it's not drop. Lings are coming out right here. Gotta probably just check off this bio army right here, which is kind of being just left there just because of chilling up there. Another push looks like already coming out of Largo here, but will there be more than enough lurkers to deal with this? I believe there should be a higher lurker count, but is the Defiler tech going to be available? Plague is being researched right now, so he probably will have Darkstorm. Oh, but he's putting the low ground right there. Not terrible idea. He does have Consume available. And yes, he should have more than enough to Plague or Darkstorm, whatever the heck he wants to do with his Defilers. And we'll be stimming. Will the lurkers be able to get on the ramp? He might lose one tank here. Darkstorm does go down, and you will not lose the tank, but Ooh, he's actually getting some damage from that one lane right there. But just wants to be a little careful right there. He does not want to lose that in general. And, yeah. And that's what I've been talking about. Like, Dark Swarm is just going to be able to, you know, wreck any kind of bio army. Because, like, what? 2 Dark Swarms, maybe 3 up here. Put lurkers here, continue to produce Dark Swarms, continue to produce Dark Swarms here. There's really no way a ground bio army is really going to be able to break through that. I mean, even with things. And here we go. Here comes the shelling away. He did Dark Swarm over that, though. Actually, nice defensive, actually. Nice thing right there. But he will actually unsiege. Oh, he's actually going to be in range of the lurker, but he will no longer be in range of the lurker right here. And he's going to be still in range of that. Oh, a lot of Scourge are going to be coming in here, but that's going to be a lot of bio coming in. A lurker right here. Will it be enough? There will be 4 sluggers right here. He will be stimming. And that is a lot of blood right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's so much carnage. Oh. Now, siege mode is going to be done right here. More lurkers are going to be up here. And this army's slowly getting dwindled apart here. 1-1 upgrades compared to +1 Carapace. And, I mean, it's going to be a little annoying for Zerakai to break through this. But where is his army? You know, he has a good amount of macro hatches in his main base right now. Does have, you know, hive tech done. Is he? I think he's just waiting for a round of stuff to be done. And then I think he could be able to pull a victory here. I mean, Terran's trying to double expand here. But, I mean, we're seeing the 4th base being finally just starting up for Zerakai right here. I mean, 4th base Zerg, not super, I mean, it's not like they're, like, super far ahead. But, I mean, it's going to be somewhat difficult to do that. And Radiates to go off on the Radiate. Ready to go down on the Defiler. And Scourge to connect. And does, I believe, have taken out 1 science before. Continuing to produce bio +2 armor has completed. And he's got to be simming. Ultras have arrived. And... damn, this is gonna be a little bit annoying. He needs to get a high siege tank up. What are the defenses on these? Still only +1. So, bio's still effective up to this point. You know, keep in mind I mean, remember, like, Ultras can get up to like 6 armor, and what 3/3 Marines do 8 damage. So 3 damage with stim. These guys have 400 HP with regen. So really, you gotta be doing too much. And we'll be stimming preemptively just to make sure that it will just be scaring away those ultras right here. But I think there might be enough to deal with these. He's gonna go for it. They're gonna nom the way through the Marines here. Will be enough though. Look at the DPS from those Marines here. One side total does go down. Will be enough to break through this though. I think this might be the time that he wants to go in here. Will be stimming in there. Not quite yet. There are 4 Sungans there. He needs more siege tanks, I feel like. But getting Fire Brats in the mix here for whatever reason. Fire Brats do 18 damage, so I guess they do a little more damage to these ultras here. And he will be irradiating, and that's what you need to do as Terran. You need to just soften them up as much as possible here. And these bases have been left uncontested for. Largo could do, you know, another juke attack, but it looks like he just wants to attack the front door and break Zeraki down. Now, will it work? It's going to have to come down to what happens, though. Northstorm's going to be going down. A lot of Marines are going to die. 5 or, well, that list has been 7 Marines just from that one lurker. 13 kills, 9 kills. Is there only 2 there? Those guys have over 20 kills by 2 lurkers. That is cost-effective lurkers, but ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he snaps in half. Oh. And yet to actually saturate the 3rd gas, which is telling me he's not really looking to differ from this bio. I mean, it's starting to get mech out a little bit more, getting a little more vultures here. Oftentimes in ZVT. Oh, but while I'm saying that, also going to be coming here with +4 armor, which means they're going to be able to steamroll over their way through this now, and should be able to do very, very effective stuff here. Now, I wonder if Fire Brats are actually the better choice in this army, but look at the gobbling of those Ultralists right there. Absolutely just wrecking everything in their path. And Medics are like, yeah, I'm going to heal myself. I'm dead. I'm dead. Now, and it looks like he can't really do this now. Now, Largo, I mean, is on equal footing of bases here, but Zerakai is going to be able to do a lot of damage here. I mean, he has the Ultras here, and we don't really see an answer. He's not irradiating, he's not doing much. He has no answer, but oh man, he's actually getting a lot of fire from those spider mines, which is why he went those Vulture Tech. And Ultras are going to be able to maybe do a lot of damage on this 3rd right here, which Largo can't really have happen right now. He's going to be bringing more Bio Army over here, but really not going to be able to do too much with +4. Really, yeah, they barely take any damage from these Marines. They're like, yo, dude, I do 20 damage. I can kill you. Look at that. Look how much, and look how many shots. It takes so many Marines to do so much damage to any of these. I mean, it takes like at least 2 control groups to do any kind of damage to an Ultras here. Even Scorcher continue to connect. Oh, that's huge! Those had enough for, I believe, at least 1 Irradiate right there, which could have been much more effective. Like, reinforcement links are going to be coming from the east to the west to this west hand expansion over here. I'm going to be able to clean that up. That bio push here, and now Largo suddenly, I mean, Largo's level 5 base. But he doesn't have an answer to the Ultralisks, which, off the 4 base Zerg, I mean, he's not really utilizing the 4th base here. I mean, Terran, looking at the saturation, I mean, he's not mining off the main base here, so Zerg's still mining off the main, off the natural, and off the 3rd. And Terran's, you know, probably at the same, you know, economic standpoint right here. I mean, not utilizing the gas again, though. And like I was saying before here, you eventually tech switch out of bio into mech. Because, well, for one, you get Spider Mines now, which you like do so much damage to Ultralisks here. Because keep in mind, Ultralisks take up so much supply, so you go a lot of Ultralisk Ling. And those Spider Mines, there's really no way to attack them from a range. So you could try going Hydra, but then you're wasting supply on Hydra and not Ultralisk. So that's why Spider Mines are very, very good. Now, you could go Goliath if Metalists were going to come back out again for whatever odd reason. And tanks just do really, really good damage against Ultralisks anyway, because, I mean, sure, they have +6 armor by the end game anyway when they have the full upgrade here. But, I mean, they still do like 85 damage if tanks are fully upgraded here. But this is actually a very nice run by Ultralisk. Ultralisk run by coming from Zaraka here. Going to be able to do a good number on the economy of Largo here. Going to be irradiating both of these. And just softening them up even more. Spider-Man is going to be running into Spider-Man here. That should be able to connect. Oh! Oh, that's huge! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is if that was purposeful, I don't even know. But he used his own Spider Mines against him. All those SCVs blown up, and that's why, for balancement issues, that's why Spider Mines do not go off when the Lurker line goes right through them. That's why, ladies and gents, that does not happen. Now, gotta be trying to set up more Spider Mines here. I mean, will it do enough damage? We'll be doing, not really actually doing too much. It's actually kind of hard to who's winning right here, but we're seeing a pretty good, I mean, 119 supply to 121, so actually an even supply for both players here. But I mean, this consistent aggression from Zaraka, I mean, killing off all those workers, you know, installing mining off the 3rd and 4th base here, getting off the worker line, is just doing such a number on Largo. And maybe the supply counts are about even, maybe even favoring the Terran right now, or if they're dead even right now, they might be. No, I mean, Zerg's slightly ahead right now. But, I mean, when they trade armies, which is going more than likely to happen unless it's some super one-sided, you know, engagement, which I don't see how Terran's going to, where Largo would be in position to do so. Zaraka is still mining up a 4 base, has taken no economic damage, and I mean, look how fast this goes through. I mean, they do no damage. That 5-round was there for, like, stimmed for, like, solid, like, 4 seconds. It did, like, 12 damage. That's how insane the armor count on Ultralisks are. Not to mention they have the regen and 400 HP. So, I mean, now Ultras are taking the 3rd. I mean, it's not looking too good. I mean, we're seeing, like, actually, like, 2 consistent mining bases out of Largo versus the 3 actual mining bases of Zaraka. But keep in mind, Zaraka's not expanded yet, which would be more than, this would be the time to do so. But, I mean, this aggression, it's just so good. Just knows the time to go in here with the Ultras here and can do a lot of damage. And just continue to harass. I mean, he's not even, like I was saying, I mean, he's not able to produce more. I mean, yes, no, that was very beautiful right there. But Largo is not going to be able to reproduce. 77 supply to 122. I mean, I don't really know what Zaraka is really doing with that supply count, why it's not getting higher. But finally getting to, like, 130, going to be getting that a little bit higher. But, I mean, now we're seeing 75. I mean, you know, Terran's not really getting anything higher than 75 supply. You know, consistently producing more, but I mean, not really doing too much at all. Now, going in the middle line again, and this is the damage that Zaraka is just going to be doing throughout the game, and Largo can't afford to do anything. All he can do is one of 2 things. He can attack with the units he has, which he doesn't have more than enough, which he's doing, and it will get complete rapes from these Ultralisks right here. Or he tries to build up a big enough army to do one final push, but he loses his entire economy. And then look at that! The Spider-Man even connected to kill up all the Marines right there. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, what did it take, like, 800 Marines to kill off one soul ultras here. Look how much damage. I mean, they're not doing any kind of damage to it. We're seeing 5 bases now. This must have gone up recently. Yeah, there's a fairly recent expand coming out of Lustrock. There's the GG by Largo. And yeah, good game regardless. But yeah, we just saw, you know, no kind of... We saw, I mean, Largo really wasn't able to do too much in the early stages of the game where Terra needs to start denying those expands and really couldn't do too much. I mean, there was, he needed to do more aggressive pushes if that meant, you know, doing a double prong drop, you know, attacking at the main base. I mean, keep in mind, that main base was very susceptible to a drop. I mean, Vulture drop, Marine drop. If you did a double prong drop there, that could have done some damage here. You got to figure out a way to make damage happen to the Zerg. Now, that means Zerakai did win game 1, so we go on to game number 2 very, very shortly. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about the game itself. Nothing really too much. I just want to check something right now. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. What's that mean? So, I just need a quick water break because I'm just cool. Okay. Alright, so, let's go to game number 2, guys. Game number 2, because this is awesome. Now, this is the last series of this matchup. And I'll go verify what else happened in this series. But yeah, we're going to game number 2, guys. Dante's Peak. We'll see if there's going to be an ace match or not. Dante's Peak. Let's go talk about this map real quick. I just need to get a little bit of a refresher on it. Dante's Peak, Brood War, because that's what Google search is. We want the Korean map information off of Team Liquid. We're going to go down the browser, and this is the map. Big, you have the Spiels. Yeah, you see it. You have the Spiels over here, which can play, if it's going to be TBZ, so, you know, lurker placement on this is going to be very difficult for Bio to push up, which, you know, same reason it's kind of pushing up a ramp. It's going to be hard to break through that, so you, and, you know, it's going to be hard to push up that. Even with Biomech, I mean, keep in mind that your tank's on the low ground, so they do have that 50 or 25% miss rate. I forget the exact number on that. So these Spiels are going to probably make a big difference. This is very much to Sniper's Ridge, actually, it looks like. Everything's a little shifted. If you just shift this up a little bit more, it kind of look a lot more like Sniper's Ridge, like the third. Like, even like with these Spiels connecting that 4th base, looks very much like the 3rd on Sniper's Ridge. But, yeah, you do have a pretty big main. Your down, so it's going to be easy to secure. You have a gasless third very open, so I'd expect this base, which is going to be a little bit further off. I believe that does have gasless. I'll verify that in the game. And this base, which I'll be interested in what bases will be the 3rd base here, as I really haven't seen that many games. Now, TBZ, Terran does have a higher win rate on this map, so favored, if you're going to go by that statistic, possibly going to, I forget the guy's name. What's the guy's name? We'll actually get in the game right now. Largo. So Largo might be more favored to win this game, but we shall see. I think Zerake played that very, very well. Played it really safe somehow. They'll get away. But anyway, spawning in the top left on Dante's Peak, it will be the Repression from Pro Gaming Team's Largo. And we're going to see if he can make a redemption for the Repression from Pro Gaming Team here to really do some good damage happening. Keep in mind, they're actually ahead 2-1 in this series so far. So if SAS actually wins this series, that means that it will be tied 2-2, which means sadly we don't have the other series, but what have you. And then spawning in the bottom left on Dante's Peak Standard Edition, it will be SAS and Zerakai. And Zerakai, you know, did a pretty economically sound build, even though I go into 12 hatch. Did some Ling and did, I believe, what did he follow that up with? He went 3 hatch Meta opening. Didn't really do too much, but he did delay enough for him to not die from the 6-minute timing push that, with stim timing. Really didn't do too much on versus Zeraki stall for enough time here. So let's go change these players' colors names real quick, because that's how cool I am, peoples. Purple. And I'm a little tired, guys. I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, I've had work for like solid 5.5 hours today with finals. Man, I mean, I just need to, you know, escape from the world and do some Brood War, because that is how I do some stuff, and then probably hop on some StarCraft 2 ladder and do some stuff like that. But nothing's any more interesting than casting a series of Brood War, because that's what all the fun is. None of those crazy StarCraft 2 shenanigans, because those games actually have graphics, guys. I mean, let's be honest here. We gotta thumbs up the 2D graphics on here. Wow, why couldn't they have like the alpha stage graphics of StarCraft 2? That would be the ultimate reason why I'd cast StarCraft 2, but I do not. But anyway, we will be seeing the scouting probe coming out, going the wrong direction, coming out of Zaraki here. So if we're going to see any kind of cheesy build, which doesn't seem to be the case coming from Largo, it would be the case and might do some damage, but really not doing too much. Now we're seeing, so probably gonna be a 1-Rex expand once more, going for more of an econ style. Did we see a 1-Rex expand? I believe we did last game. I thought we did, but I could be wrong. What's that SCV planning to do? Probably supply depot. Yep, supply depot. I believe. Yep, yeah, supply depot's going down. Ooh, 9 pool. Actually, speedling opening. Ooh. Now, this might be just GG right now because Largo did not properly wall off, but he saw us coming. So actually, I think he might be okay. I thought he may have not realized this because, well, since he just saw there was no base, he instantly put those down. Very nice reaction typing on Largo here. But will it be enough? Though there is only one Marine. One SCV has gone down so far. Will this bust go well for Largo? It looks like he might be able to get through. Zaraga's gonna be able to get through Largo's defense here. And now 3 lings are gonna be coming up. More lings are making their way over there at the time being right now. He probably could put down a macro hatch if he'd like to on that natural expansion here, as these lings are gonna be so annoying to do. How much damage has been dealt? I mean, this by itself, not mining, is really doing a good hammer on that. And this is one of the problems of not, tight walling off in TVZ. Even if you're going for a 1-Rex expand, maybe it's just not the worst thing to tight wall off against this Zergling run bys, as they're just so annoying to deal with in Brood War, as they're just so good. And not even that, it's just so APM tolling. I mean, you can't really macro behind, microing your SCVs at the same time here. And I mean, what can he do? How can he punish this expand? He cannot. I mean, Largo cannot do anything right now. And I mean, there's more lings coming out. I mean, he can't. I mean, Zaraki's not even getting that greedy. I mean, he's still producing lings right now. He even striped off what I think was supply depot. If he can get the bunker up, I think he'll be okay for the time being in the mid stages. But I mean, that bunker's not going to be in range. And if that supply depot goes down, ooh, that would be pretty bad. It will be we'll be loading those guys up, and we'll be running away. And that supply depot taking a lot of heavy fire. Is he going to be able to repair it in time? It doesn't look like it. 2 SCVs are trying to repair. 3 repair. Will the 4th one get in time? It looks like it will, but it will be too much damage been dealt. And that supply depot has gone down, and we're going to be seeing additional tech. We're going to be seeing fast layers, so it looks like Zaraka is going to follow this up with meterless harass, and there's really nothing that Largo can afford to do here. He's lost SCVs. He's not even producing SCVs. He is supply blocked. He's putting down another barracks here. He needs to get up an eBay ASAP to even just have a chance right here. But this is just looking very grim for Largo right now, and I really don't see how Zaraka's just gone in with a base with a 9 pool, and really didn't pull enough SCVs, I guess. And, I mean, if you're not going to do this, then, if you're not going to tightly wall off, then at least put down a bunker. And he's just killing out the bunker, man. He's just like, yo, I'm going to go in there and kill it off, because I'm cool. And, I mean, 3 SCV, I mean, yeah, he really can't, cost effectively go in there. And he's still trying to tech up. I mean, that's baller right there. But that's really all he can do. I mean, Largo really can't take an expand here, and, I don't know. This is not really something very good for Largo right now. This might be, this is GG once those links out of the base, in my opinion, but. Now it's starting to join up here, and you can't get punished for it. There's really no drop play initially. I mean, keep it going in here, kills off at least, 1 or 2 SCVs. At least 1, I think, every time he's running there. And the only thing is, he's only able to saturate, the first, 4 mineral patches. And he's fully saturating the gas. He doesn't even need that much gas right now. He can't even afford, double barracks right now. He cannot afford to do that. So I'm really agree with what Largo's doing. I think the best bet to do is probably just pump out as many SCVs as possible. And as many Marines, but again, this is probably all he can do. I mean, tech up and just try to get away with any kind of getting a little greedy with tech here. But actually losing quite a few links here now. Largo's getting a substantial Marine count up there. That links really won't be able to do too much damage. But like I said, gonna be following this up with meterless harass and gonna be done. He could probably even follow that up with Hydra with Lurker if he was pretty awesome, but probably would be susceptible to the combat station. But you know, maybe so. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't. I mean, I could be completely wrong here, but I feel like there's a chance if he scans right now, sees the Spire, instantly puts down missile turrets, instantly gets up stim, instantly does some kind of harassment, some kind of hard counter to Mutalisks. I think there might be a potential where he's gonna be okay. I mean, keep on the drone saturation's really not even that great. I mean, he went for a 9-pool opening, didn't outright kill Largo. 9-pool, I mean, not the biggest all-in of all-in, but if he's pushing out with Marines, this would not be the time to push out. This would not be the time to push out. This is not the time. This is at least a minute and a half delayed timing push coming out here, and not going to be effective. Mutalisks are going to be out, and right when he comes across the map here, Mutalisks are going to be in his base, and he can cry about it all day. And he's putting up a eBay right now, and I don't know. I don't agree with what Largo's doing. He's going to lose these Marines. And why would you know? You can't have that happen. Why? You can't. You cannot. What did you see that? Did you see that Marine? Did you see that Marine? Wait, did you see that Marine? Oh, and the Mutalisks are in the base right now. While from that spooky out the Marine right there. Yeah. And this is what I was talking about. He can't push out right now. He just loses all of his SCVs. I mean, Largo can try to come back. I mean, Zaraki didn't go too greedy with droning up, so he went a lot more try to break your opponent down kind of build, which may prove to be effective here. Those Marines will quickly go back into the bunker right here, and I mean, yeah, these Mutalisks. Largo needs an absolute miracle to happen. He's still continuing to play this out here. I think this. I mean, again, this game's probably long over. I mean, once Zaraki gets a third, I mean, what can he do? He probably is getting up. He could even go Lurker Tech probably by now. Right now, this would be the time to get up there now. But I mean, I guess the one thing Zaraki would have going for is just killing out any reinforces Marines. Like, he can't do anything about it. He needs to get down a bunker there, but he can't afford to get a bunker down. So pretty much as long as those Mutalisks are there, no Marines can come out of these barracks. That being said, he has free reign over the south mineral patches. That also being said, Zaraki has free reign to get whatever tech he wants and get whatever tech he wants and whatever expand he wants. That being said, this game should be a GG. This game should be a GG. This game should be a GG. Like, honestly, I'm just waiting for a GG to come out. I actually have, like, that plugin that actually doesn't actually tell me what the actual replay is, but I actually want to see a GG. Why is Largo, excuse me for missing out the players in here, why is Largo still in this game? Like, the one thing he had going for him is he had Marine Ball. He had, like, at least 10 Marines. Not to say that it would stop out this many Mutalisks. I mean, he could have stopped, the first Mutalisks push. Maybe given enough time to get up and expand. Maybe allowed him to get up enough missile turrets. Very, very slight maybe with that, what I'm saying. But now, I mean, like, the barracks are in range. They can't do anything. They just, right when any kind of unit comes out, the Mutalisks are like, yo, you want to do that? Well, too bad. And he's like harassing like this. Like, what did he do? And he's even indirectly killing off the missile turret. And he's gonna be stimming. This is probably gonna be the last attempt right there, but there's just too many Mutalisks to target fire down those Marines right now. And that's just too beautiful. And just too much damage has been dealt so far. I mean, just killing these guys off. Like, oh, you want a medic? Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm just bad. Marines will be sitting over here. Will be enough? I don't think so. Mutalisks are taking a lot of fire from that missile turret being continually repaired by that SCV here. Lurker Tech should be coming up, getting Hydras, and that's going to be the nail on the coffin, ladies and gents. Once you see the Lurker, I want to see a GG, but now there's a GG by Largo, which means, ladies and gentlemen, that SAS has tied the series 2-2. So now, before we go on to our next series, guys, let's go back to our awesome web browser. Well, we'll check the overlay real quick. Did I change the overlay already? Yeah, I changed the overlay. Okay. Let's go to the browser for a second. Now let's go to icup.com for a second. Now if we go to Clan League, we go down to Division A, week number 5. We go to SAS versus Reps Pro Gaming Team. Ooh, Reps did win, actually. Reps did actually end up winning this series, so who won? We saw H versus Protect. We said oh. Too bad. They would have been Suzuki versus Plum. But what? The ISL champion, I think did he win? Versus Plum. He actually lost to Plum, actually. That is crazy. And wow. Crazy shenanigan right there. Suzuki did lose, actually. But yeah, so Reps actually did win this series, actually. So congratulations to Reps, guys. Now, I'm just going to cut the stream off for like half a second, guys. I just need to change these VODs out a little bit just so it makes it easier for me for a future rendering. So, guys, just stay tuned for like 30 seconds. I'll be back like momentarily for what will it be? Let's just go double check before because we're cool like that. It will be. We're gonna be going to Division B1 now. I want to go to Division B1. No, let's do Division B2. Let's have walk. No, it's actually no. We don't even have walk. We don't have walk this. No, we don't have walk this week. What? We'll do Black Dragons versus SA, whoever that is, but we will have every single matchup from this series, guys. So I believe, at least I think we do. So stay tuned, guys. Be right back. No commercial break because we're cool like that. We don't do commercial breaks on Twitch, even though it's like the same ad every time. But yeah, I just got to go quickly do like 30-second like changing settings and be right back, guys.